Hey guys, it is the Optimal Noob here, and today I'm going to be playing the Stanley Parable. This game has caught my attention. It's pretty cool. The first episode, if you watched it, is pretty cool. Apparently this game has multiple endings. I believe that's how it is. It's literally a game based on endings. It's very narrative too. It's a narrator, literally, and it's very interesting. I accidentally closed my office door, and that was an ending, I think. Like, the game ended. It restarted and everything. Then I glitched the boss's doors accidentally. I thought I broke the game, and apparently I didn't. Basically, I went to go in the boss's doors, and I was like, wait, no, I want to check something out first. You know, I changed my mind, and the doors closed, and everything was silent, and then, you know, so I eventually went through that. Now I'm actually still going through that same loop. So I guess it's like a spreadsheet. They have, you know, point A, point B, and they have an arrow pointing to B, but they have a sub direction to C or something like that. You know, a bonus direction. So I'm guessing it's like that. I'm gonna try and discover all the endings. If not, I'll have to look them up. Probably. I haven't like done anything with this game. I haven't seen anything about it. It's very interesting, but let's continue. So
realized he felt a bit peculiar.
So yeah, all right, wait. I got on an elevator after the boss's office, and now I'm on an elevator.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Is it really?
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read "Mind Control Facility."
Fuck it, I'm gonna follow the instructions this time. Okay. So it's creepy.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh, I thought I was on an elevator.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I don't know. What's that? Oh, there's a platform there. Whoa, oh, I thought I fell. Is there anything down there? No. Oh.
Now
Whoa.
the monitors jumped to life, their
that's
true
pretty cool.
nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers.
Oh.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
No,
and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
It's creepy. It's very creepy. Okay. Oh, oh. Oh, fired. Oh, somebody got fired. Somebody was fired. Employee 104 was fired. And employee 601, I'm guessing? 104 and 601. I can remember that maybe, if I have to.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Yes,
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Oh, wait. Why?
No.
Wait, no.
He refused to believe it.
But he's deciding
he couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Going to the boss's doors. Is this the actual ending?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Give me a second, I have to hit these buttons. Oh, it's 4. Okay. So 1, 2. I'm gonna remember this. 1, 2. Ooh, there's one right there. Okay, thank you. So 1, 2. This might be 3. No, you're 5. Okay. Ooh. Are you number Z? Okay. So is there 5? Is there any more than 5? Let's see what happens. Can't run. I can't do anything. Oh, that's creepy. All right. 1, 2. Oh, this is so invigorating, ladies and gentlemen. The Stanley Parable. 3. Ooh, I think I'm getting somewhere. It's very quiet. Why isn't he talking? Narrator. Narrator, please talk to me. 4. Libbity doop boop da ba bee, skibbity bop bop da ba doo. 01420000000 error 1 and go. Alright, I don't know what that number means. Going to number 5. Nothing! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Mind controls? I don't know what. What does that mean? What does that mean? Is it Java? Is it JavaScript? JavaScript?
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Is there even a ceiling? Oh, okay. Whoop. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is really creepy. What is
Blackness
that?
And a rising chill of uncertainty.
Where am I?
Was it over?
Where am I?
Yes. He had won. He
What?
had defeated the machine.
Oh.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Oh.
Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
What do you mean? No.
Where had his co-workers gone?
Well, yeah, but I
How
don't
had
care.
he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other
Sequel.
mysteries did this strange building hold?
Sequels.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
What?
Perhaps his goal had
Why
not
do I
been to
suddenly want happiness
understand,
if I just hit
but to
buttons?
let go.
Isn't that
No
happiness?
longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Okay.
Whatever
I'm just gonna
life
leave
he
that.
lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps
Okay.
the only thing worth knowing.
Can you open any slower?
Stanley
Good
stepped through the open door.
God. Oh.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
Yay.
The feeling of liberation. The immense
don't I
possibility
turn
of the
around?
new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Okay, now that I've seen an ending multiple times. Oh, I beat the game! Hey! Is that it? Oh, back at the beginning. Fuck.
All of his co-workers were...
Yes, I get
Wait,
it.
No,
Okay.
this isn't the right office, is it?
Wait.
Is this Stanley's office?
Wait, what? Wait, what? Yeah, this is it. Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean? Yeah, is this the pencil sharpener desk? Yeah. Okay, I'm lost. Was that not the end, guys? Wait, what? Okay. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna keep believing you, man. Going to keep believing this guy.
Yet there was not a single
Tips for
person
not getting
here
fired.
either.
Talk less. Don't get
Feeling
fired.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
can't figure that.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright. Can I go in here again? Yeah. Same room. Okay. Bored. Alright.
The moment he entered his manager's
so lost.
office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere.
4, 8,
Could he really
2,
be all
5?
alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for
2,
any man to
8,
take.
5,
he fell to his
4?
knees, bursting into half moans,
Shit, what was
half
it?
sobs,
2,
the guttural
8,
retching
4,
of life from a
7?
man denied any hope, any reason to keep going.
2, 4.
Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about
2,
and survey
7.
the situation, he found a keypad
4,
behind the
8.
boss's desk.
Damn it.
What could it mean?
What was the code?
Was it a sign of hope for
Just tell me,
Stanley's
please.
future?
Please.
Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code
2,
so
8,
devious
4,
and so random that Stanley was in such a rush to get through the storm as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Wow. 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 Is it caption literally say New Age calming music? Oh, nice fireplace. Nice wall. Okay, now what?
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay. Alright. Creepy. Oh, this again. Can I? Yay! Victorious man. A slow moving elevator. Alright, now the game has to load again. Loading. Loaded pretty quickly. Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that
You got
read
it.
Mind Control Facility.
Alright. No, wait, but what if I don't want to? Damn, okay. Alright. Turn the lights on. Oh.
The lights
Yep.
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
I don't know.
Stanley thought to himself.
Yeah, he said.
Did he have the strength
Seemed
to
like something
find
was
out?
different. It seems like something was different.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Is the 104
Their
still
true
fired?
nature revealed.
Poor guy.
Each
And
bore the number
601.
of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Hey,
and
they're called
Stanley,
security
one of
cameras.
them,
They have to be watched.
Eternally monitored
They
in
can't
this
be
place
trusted.
where freedom meant nothing.
Okay. Going to hit this elevator button.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible
Whoa.
to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been
What
under
was that,
someone's control
535?
all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Into the elevator I go.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent
how
his
legitimate this
entire
is.
life utterly blind to the world?
Ooh, that was weird.
But here was the proof. The heart
not
of the
again.
operation.
Getting
Controls
close.
labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality
I
of
thought
his
this was-
past
this
began
one
to
would be
sink
different.
in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he
So wait,
would dismantle
turn
the
this off again-
controls.
Okay. I just skip everything. Screw it. Nobody ever watches a cutscene. Is this the same thing again? I hope not. He said he said something different. It was
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
no. I'm pretty certain.
Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had
Is it over?
defeated the
No, it just
machine.
turns black and that's
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet,
take like
even
another
as the
20
immense
hours
door
of
slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this
He said
strange
this wasn't
building hold?
Stanley's office.
But
I
as
really do the
sunlight
same ending
streamed
twice.
into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
What if everything was like on
Perhaps
fire?
his goal
Like
had
aliens
not
were
been to understand,
abducting everybody.
but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Okay.
And that was all he needed.
There's a nice house.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Oh, it's a parking lot.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
No. What if I don't? Oh, I like how everything starts to move now. What if I don't? What if I sit here? I'm just gonna sit here. Not gonna move. Give you 5 seconds. Alright, go into the door. What if it just shut? Oh, you took too long.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin,
I just did the same
the feeling
twice.
of liberation, the
Beautiful.
immense possibility
Thank you.
of the new
Thank you.
path before him.
Thank you.
This
Round
was
of
exactly
applause.
the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Wow. Okay. Is that it? I don't understand. Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others.
Wait.
So the thought of total solitude
Wait.
was terrifying to him.
Wait, what? Oh, open. Oh. Oops. I'm so lost. I'm definitely lost. He said something different before. He said there was a meeting, and then he said, wait, this isn't Stanley's office. And then this time...
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Sure.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Sure.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh. Oh, dang it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
No,
Hoping he might
I'm
come
not
into
gonna
a
do it.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it.
All right.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that.
Whoa,
And in such a
oh,
competitive
wait.
economy, why had he taken
Wait a
that
minute.
risk? All because he believed everyone
Wait.
had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself,
his is
maybe I
different.
am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking
Oh,
mysteriously
shit,
out of
no.
existence in a single moment.
Oh,
for
is this
no
is this
reason at all.
looping?
None of it made any logical sense.
I think it's looping.
And as
1,
Stanley
2,
pondered this,
B4.
he began to make other strange observations. For
is there no
example,
3?
why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
True.
And for that
Now I
matter,
am thinking
these
that.
rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Yeah.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too
No,
strange.
it's
This can't be
pretty-
real.
it's repeating.
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just
literally
hadn't
going in
found the
circles.
words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled.
Yay.
This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to
Well, at
lose
least I don't
his
have to read
job.
anything.
He
I
wasn't
mean, I like
crazy
the
after
idea
all.
of the narrator.
And he thought to himself, I
Granted, I'm,
suppose
like,
I'll wake up
confused.
soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Sweet.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
Sweet.
It was so much fun,
Flying, kind
and
of.
Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
What do I do?
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Sure.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too, surely, surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. Really? It's all I want.
What?
I want my apartment, and my wife.
Oh, he has a wife.
And my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Okay.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
This is getting creepy.
I am okay.
Okay. Oh, oh, no.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Ooh, whoa, what?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Wait, what?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Oh, no.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people
I'm so
look like.
lost right now.
And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
She didn't call an ambulance, really? Is that it? What? Oh. Now there's a hallway. Whoa. I broke it. Guys, I broke the game. Did you see that? The door shut, but it didn't. Well. Guess that's it for that. Hope you guys liked the video. Go ahead and like and favorite if you, or go ahead and like the video if you did like it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos. I might not be doing too much more of this. I'm getting really confused. I'm gonna have to look up not a video, but basically like a spreadsheet or a storyline of the game or what Stanley really is. I'm very lost. I just broke the game again. I think I closed the door and the door like split in two and closed. If I do one, it'll probably be in the distant future. I've heard it's really cool and like fun, but it's very, I don't know, plain and slow. It's very slow, and it takes a lot of, I don't know. I'm really lost. I really don't know what's happening. There's no like actual story, but then again there is. But anyway, I'll probably do some in the distant future. But I hope you liked it. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel to see more videos. I'll be doing more. I just got a couple more games. I'm going to be doing some insert game here. You'll find out eventually once I upload. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.